Hey, welcome to the Portland Property Channel. So in this video, we're asking the question, how does selling your house work? Whether you're looking to sell quick or you're looking to get the highest price, this video is designed to give you the information you need to understand value in the real estate market. So by the end of the video, you'll have a solid understanding of the entire home selling process and a lot of ideas on how to make your home sell for more money and less time. So a home is most likely a person's largest, most valuable asset. One of the reasons I love owning and investing in real estate is I can directly affect the value. I can work on it myself where I'm comfortable and hire out when I'm not. By the way, if you haven't met me before, I'm Harlan Mayer. I'm a principal broker and I've been selling real estate in the Pacific Northwest here in Portland for a couple decades now. I hope you'll like and follow my content. My channel is about being successful in real estate and understanding value in the real estate market. I believe that real estate is the most reliable way to build financial stability. And the goal of selling your house is to get the highest price in the least amount of time. So just like you wax a car before you trade it in, you're going to want to do the things to your house to make sure that you're getting the highest price on the market. Now, some people may think they want to sell their home for cash. Okay, these nice folks that are looking to buy your home for cash are likely wholesalers. And they're looking to get your house under contract, and then they're going to flip that contract to another buyer for a profit of 10 to 70 or 100 or more. That's wholesaling. You likely will get significantly less money if you sell for cash. So before you do that, you definitely want to talk to an experienced real estate broker as well. There are rare circumstances where selling for cash makes sense, but generally the most reliable way to get the highest price for your home is to put it on the open market and let the whole world see it on all the websites. And you can see my video comparing selling on cash to the market here. I'll link it down below and here. So quick note about real estate values. This likely isn't your first rodeo, so real estate values can vary greatly depending on the location, size, and condition of the property, obviously, so as well as market conditions and trends. Location, location, location. But maintenance and improvements are crucial. Once you buy the house, there's nothing you can do about location, but you can improve it or maintain it in a good way. Understanding real estate values can help you determine whether a property is priced fairly or if there's room for negotiation. Oftentimes I like to take my sellers out and look at other houses that the buyers will be looking at so they get a sense of what's on the market and what they're up against. With price, it's a good idea to think of it as a range. Like, I don't know if you remember on The Price is Right, there was the rangefinder game and the person had to pick out the price and a little red range went up the thermometer and they had to stop it when the price was in that range. Well, if you think about real estate pricing like that game, it's really a range. It's best to not get a specific price stuck in your head. You have a range and you can be at the lower end or the higher end of that range depending on your strategy. And remember, buyers are going to be comparing your house to all the other houses on the market. So the perception of how you present your house is very important. So some people want to sell their house on their own, and that's fine, but there are a lot of pitfalls and a lot of moving parts, and it's still likely you might want to talk to an experienced real estate broker. So brokerages are like beehives. That's how I see them. They have one company name, but every realtor is its own small business. So if you ask 10 real estate agents for their opinions, you're going to get 10 completely different answers. So remember, you're not hiring the company name, you're hiring the person. You're hiring that business. They might have a team, but they're not the whole brand if they're a big brand. You might want to start by interviewing a couple agents, look for experience, local market knowledge, and strong communication skills, obviously. And you want to check their references and online reviews and ensure they have a reputable track record. But most importantly, you might want to hire a full-time realtor who has industry experience. And the most important thing, I think, is their negotiation skills. Negotiation skills is something everyone doesn't think of right away, but man, that is really what you're hiring them for. What to do when all those little decisions come up. And so make sure you're good working and talking to them and you feel they have a good competent grasp on the market, clearly. You're going to want to discuss their marketing strategy, which should include professional photography, virtual tours, open houses, and targeted advertising. The right agent will not only make small, interesting details of your home stand out, but also ensure consistent communication. So throughout the process, you know what's going on. So when you're prepping your house for sale, appreciation obviously happens over time, but obviously one of the most reliable ways to ensure you get the most profit is to improve the house over time. So I love real estate, and even after 21 years, one of my favorite things is to help homeowners get their house ready for sale. I'm kind of a geek that way. So I'm a fan of long-term relationships, and I'd rather help a homeowner a year or two in advance about which improvements and design elements to focus on rather than wait until the last minute. But if someone is looking to sell in a shorter time frame, I start by seeing how much can be accomplished with as little budget as possible. Saving money is making money. One of the things we can help with is where to stop. Where do you stop fixing things? It's crucial to prepare the home to make sure your buyer's eye is drawn to the most positive characteristics, and you want to minimize what might be considered work after they move in. So if there's major issues that have to be addressed, it's best to do those things before the home goes on the market. I mean, if you have a leaky basement, oh my gosh, or a sewer line, it's best to definitely take care of that, beforehand. There are some exceptions where the buyer's going to test things and you want them to pay for that and see how it goes, like oil tanks and things like that. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to get your home ready and try to put some love into it before you put it on the market. Even if it's a little bit, making sure the landscaping's done can be huge. There are opportunities also, though, to pay for things out of escrow, so that might be an option as well. I like to help my clients pick out cosmetics that appeal to the broadest audience of buyers. Okay, sometimes we're tempted to design things like we like them, but if you actually are selling the house, we want to appeal to the largest pool of buyers possible. So remember, saving money is making money. So if there's a home improvement skill you like or don't mind doing, sweat equity is a great way to make sure you'll sell your house for more money. Say like painting or small carpentry stuff or whatever it is you're good at. Color. Okay, using color to enliven an interior is a powerful design tool. I mean, I don't think people understand how powerful, and it can transform the ambiance and mood of a space or a whole house. By carefully selecting and implementing the right color palette for the space, you can create a vibrant and inviting atmosphere. It complements the room's purpose and people feel at home there. You can do an accent wall. We'll get into staging, but you can do colorful furnishings, cool accessories. But color can enhance architectural features and create focal points, and it's important. It can harmonize the space. Now, if your budget allows and your kitchen and bathrooms in the home need updating, it's generally something that does not necessarily bring a huge return on investment, but in this current summer of 2024, it can mean the difference between selling and not selling. According to the Remodeling Impact Report from the National Association of Realtors, the national median cost of remodeling a basement into a 15 by 20 foot playroom is about $40,000. So you'll get 63% of that investment back if you sold it in the next 2 years, but it could mean the difference between selling your home and not selling your home. People reported a joy score of 9.5. That's a rating based on those who said they were happy or satisfied with the project, with 10 being the highest, obviously. So people love their basements. You do, according to the International Residential Code, need at least 7 feet in a basement for living space or 6 feet for bathrooms, and you'll need legal egress if you want there to be a bedroom down there. That's when a rescue person can get in through a window in full rescue gear. But local codes vary, so definitely check with your city. Now here's the thing, if you shop around, you can get upgraded materials on sale and really do an inexpensive refresh. I pride myself on being creative and finding ways to refresh without necessarily completely remodeling. Sometimes just replacing countertops and perhaps painting the cabinet doors and putting on new pulls can really transform a kitchen. And I'm not talking about expensive things, I'm talking about simple refresh. Flooring, oh my God, flooring can be replaced relatively cheaply. There's so many products that look amazing for a fraction of what it used to cost. You can get engineered hardwoods, all sorts of things. Recently, a person had fir floors, those are softwoods, and they were stained. And what we did was we stained the entire floor to the darkest stain she had already, and they looked brand new. So there's definitely a lot of things you can do to fix problems in your house. Decluttering, an easy but essential step is decluttering your space. You'll want to remove like personal items that would distract people. You don't need a lot of family photos. You want to let the buyers envision themselves living there. You want to kind of make it feel like a vacation rental, like at the beach, Okay, this is a big one, okay, deferred maintenance. Okay, deferred maintenance is obviously maintenance you've deferred. This can be everything from replacing caulk in your bathroom, fixing windows, repairing your roof, to making essential repairs or minor updates. It could include leaky faucets, outdated fixtures, deferred maintenance. Now, curb appeal is also huge. If you're looking to sell a Portland home, a well-maintained lawn and fresh plants can significantly increase the attractiveness of your home. We love gardens here. Landscaping can increase a home's resale value by 10 to 20% on average, and some say it can even sell a home 6 weeks faster. So landscaping can improve curb appeal and make a home more appealing to buyers who often look for outdoor space. So some say that homeowners should plan to spend around 10% of their home's value on landscaping. That's a lot. If you know good contractors, you can get it for less. And while others recommend spending 10 to 20%, there's a lot you can do on your own. But don't overlook landscaping, okay, please. Now, staging your home can highlight its best features and create a welcoming atmosphere for a prospective buyer. Staging a home to sell it offers a magnitude of benefits, make it feel homey again. By thoughtfully arranging furniture, decor, and accessories, staging helps potential buyers envision themselves living in the space, making it easier to connect to the home emotionally. You want them to connect to the home emotionally. A stage house highlights its best features, maximizes perception of space, and demonstrates the home's potential, often leading to higher offers and quicker sale. There's also virtual staging, but when people walk through the stage homes, they frequently appear well-maintained and move-in ready, offering buyers greater confidence in their decision. Ultimately, investing in staging can yield a substantial return by making the property more attractive and marketable. Now, having a pre-home inspection when selling your home offers numerous benefits that can significantly improve the selling process. Firstly, it allows you to identify and address any potential issues before listing, which can prevent surprises during the buyer's inspection and mitigate the likelihood of deal breakers. That's what we want to do. So the proactive approach not only helps in setting a realistic asking price, but it also gives confidence in potential buyers, demonstrating that you are being transparent. You have a commitment to quality. Here's the report. Additionally, resolving issues ahead of time can reduce negotiation leverage for buyers seeking price reductions or repairs, potentially leading to quicker and smoother closings. So ultimately, a pre-home inspection can make your home more marketable and attractive, paving the way for more efficiency and less stress. Home inspectors are licensed in about 35 states, like here in Oregon, and I refer inspectors who are with the American Society of Home Inspectors, or ASHI, A-S-H-I. Yeah, it's a great group. I'll put the link in the description. Now you've got it ready. You want to determine your home's market value. Setting the right price is the most vital step in selling your house, period. So how does selling your house work in terms of pricing? So first, you want to start researching comparable homes that have recently sold in your area, known as comps, comparable properties. These provide a baseline for your home's market value. When the appraiser comes to look at your house, he'll actually look at the comps, and there are certain rules that they have to actually take comps from certain areas at a certain distance, and so you'll want to make sure that the comps are reasonable to your home. Realtors use a tool called a CMA, or Comparative Market Analysis, and then that is the tool that we put together from our market data from the MLS. It's not like a Zestimate, like a random algorithm. This is actual very specific data, and this is the report we give you to help you price your home. You are the one that prices it. We are there as a fiduciary to help you price and get the most money in the least amount of time. First, you want to evaluate the neighborhood and the property details. You want to examine the neighborhood's characteristics, including local amenities, schools, and real estate trends. Next, you want to gather detailed information about the property you're analyzing, its size, age, condition, and unique features, obviously. Then you want to select comparable properties. So you want to identify at least 3, up to about 10 generally, that have sold in the area recently. These comparables should ideally have been sold within the last, 3 to 6 months at the most, and reflect current market conditions generally. So when the market swings big, you don't want to use that portion potentially of time. After you pull the comparables for the CMA, you want to adjust for the differences. And you want to adjust the prices of the comparable properties to account for any differences such as upgrades, lot size, age of the buildings. This way you can make the comps more closely resemble the subject property. Next, you're going to want to calculate the average price per square foot from the comparables and apply this to your property. And then you want to establish a reasonable price range for the property based on these calculations and the market trends. So it also involves like how much you owe on it. You could possibly sell it on contract, and you could get the interest payments that the banks get by selling on contract. There's a lot of different ways you could sell the property, but it's still important to do a CMA on every property that you want to sell. Now, when the appraiser comes around, though both a CMA and a professional appraisal aim to determine property value, they conduct it in completely different ways. So who conducts them? So CMAs obviously conducted by real estate agents, and appraisals are performed by certified appraisers. CMAs are used to help sellers set competitive prices and assist buyers in making offers, and appraisals are used by lenders during the mortgage process to establish the property's value so they can get their money back if you default on the loan, obviously. So a well-done CMA is incredibly useful for both sellers and buyers. So for sellers, it helps set a realistic listing price, making the property attractive to buyers when ensuring maximum return on investment. And it minimizes the risk of overpricing, which could result in long market time, or underpricing, which could mean lost revenue. So it's very important to do that well. It also gives you a lot of insight to make good decisions on the market. So marketing and showing your home. Effective marketing is crucial, clearly, when selling your house. High quality photos and videos are a must, okay? They gotta be great. That's the first thing that buyers see when they look online. It's all about online presence when it's marketing a home now. Of course, your home is listed on the multiple listing service, and then that propels it through all the other feeds onto the popular real estate websites. And then you can put it on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. But really, the MLS is the key to making sure that it's really shown well on there. And doing great photos is really huge. One thing I like to do when I list a house is to have a broker open right before it goes on the market. I have them over and I raffle off a bottle of wine, and they write a price opinion on the back of their card and put it in to win the bottle of wine. And that's a little market research to sort of make sure you're on the right track with what you were thinking on price. Generally, then I market for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and have an open house on Sunday, a 3-hour open house. And then I will take any offers after the open house. So if someone calls on Thursday and is like, hey, I want to make an offer, I'll be like, great, we're going to be looking at all offers that are submitted on 5 o'clock Sunday after the open house. And that makes sure that people who can't see the house during the week have a chance to see it on the weekends. That's actually really important. Flexibility in showing times is also super important to accommodate various buyers' schedules. So as a seller, even if it's a little bit inconvenient, let people see your home. Having showings is the only way you can sell it. A lot of people's like, can you come back next week? Well, the buyer might not be able to, There's other ways you can market a house. You have coming soon. You can put the pre-listing on the MLS, but you can't market it online, okay? So there's a lot of rules around it, but you can put it online. I generally like to launch it onto the market all at once. This is because realtors have rules to protect the public. We don't want agents taking advantage of their clients. Most quality realtors are fiduciaries, and they're there to look out for your long-term financial health. They say open houses are for the neighbors. However, I believe in doing everything possible to expose it to the market, and open houses are advertised on all the major sites, and a lot of people like to go to them. So that is exposure. So if you're okay with it, then you want to put it on the open house list for Sunday, possibly even Saturday. And if your house is priced right, you'll get traffic. So now you're on the market, and the next logical step is getting an offer. So there's generally 2 or 3 scenarios. One is you put it on the market and you get market time right away. There's no offers, nothing comes in. Number 2 is you put it on the market and someone offers you right away. That can generally be your best offer, but you want to make sure you've had at least, 3 to 5 days of exposure, so at least people have had a chance to see it in the real estate feeds. And the third one is you get multiple offers. A lot of people ask me about that. Multiple offers are a little bit confusing because there's a lot of factors that go into them. So your first offer or the first few offers are generally the best offers you're going to get. So please take them seriously. If you have one offer, you should weigh all the pros and cons and respond with an acceptance or a counteroffer. Okay, even if it's dramatically higher. Say you set an aggressive listing price at $500,000. So if you have multiple offers, you might have a scenario that looks like this. You have an offer for $500,000 cash, an offer for $525,000 financed, and an offer for $515,000 with the buyer waiving the inspection period, essentially accepting the home in as-is condition. So which offer is best? Well, you have to look at the earnest money that they are offering and the contingencies that they have in it. That's when you not only have to vet the buyer's financial situation, but carefully consider all the factors and contingencies for each offer. Cash offers do not require appraisals, although financed offers do, so that can become another factor if you're worried about the house appraising with a higher offer. In this case, the third offer is waiving the inspection period, and that locks their earnest money in right away, except for the fact that they have to qualify for their loan. So if the home condition is a concern to you, the no inspection offer might rise to the top. You could also counter the cash offer or ask if they're willing to waive their contingency. So if the home's condition is a concern, an offer with no inspection period would definitely rise to the top. You could also counter the cash offer or ask if they're willing to waive their contingencies. Working with your realtor to decide which is the best offer is a good move, potentially. Generally, the inspection period lasts 7 to 10 business days, and if the buyer finds an issue that they want addressed, generally, there's 3 ways to approach it. You can either lower the sales price, which is generally not done, have the issues fixed by a licensed, bonded, and insured contractor, or you can give the buyer a closing cost credit, funds from the sale, in lieu of repairs at closing. That happens a lot. Every state has different rules affecting this, so if it does not appraise and it is low, either the buyer has to make up the difference or the seller has to reduce the price. Sometimes they split it. However, if a buyer bids it up or you counter high, someone's going to have to make up the difference if it doesn't appraise. So after the appraisal is turned over to the lender, the loan documents are sent to a title company. That's what they do here in Oregon, or to an attorney in some states. So once everything is signed, the title company records the buyer's name on the new deed and the sale is complete. Well, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them. I'd love to answer questions if you have any. And please like and subscribe to learn more about real estate investment and value. See you later.